Hello and welcome to Changing Lives. Managing a company in these times can come with an interesting set of challenges. Joining us on the show today is Keane Harvey, MD for Marblecast. Tanya, take it away.
Thank you so much. Welcome, Keane.
Thank you very much, Tanya. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So we're looking at, you're actually a lawyer by profession.
Yes, I am.
And you went into corporate. How did that happen?
Yeah, I quite like business. My father was very entrepreneurial. I feel that he didn't necessarily have the some of the training, the formal training. So I pursued formal training first, and after a good few years of practice, entered the business space.
That's amazing. So having an entrepreneurial parent, I also do. Both my parents are actually artists.
Okay.
And then obviously I went into the neurosciences and the coaching and all of those dynamics. In fact, business coaching of all things.
Oh, wow.
So I do get it. But it's quite a lot of fun having that background, I think, of law, because we're always wanting to protect ourselves to make sure that we create, good SLAs and great contracts. You've got it at the fingertips. Did you specialize in any particular field of law?
Yeah, my personal area of specialization is in commercial transactions. So I was routinely trying to get businesses to, merge or get customers to start new businesses. I found it was something I was very interested in. So I was almost helping them along in their businesses, a bit above and beyond, I suppose, what is typical for attorneys. It's a space that I really enjoyed, and I got an opportunity in 2014, to become involved at a business level with a long-term client of mine who was in the composite sector, and I took that up.
Tell us about that.
So I had been involved in composites-related matters. Composites is resins and polymers and so on. It's quite a unique field of engineering and I suppose chemistry. I had been involved with clients who were manufacturing components or be it vessels or whatever the case might be. And in 2014, I was invited to assist almost on a managerial level with a particular client of mine. And it turned out to be a bit of a turnaround that was required. We carried that out over a couple of years. And by the end of that process, I was doing everything, or not doing everything. Let's say I was very involved in every process in the business. And I essentially, understood everything and knew everything, and I really liked it. So I made an offer to purchase the business, and that led me into the composites manufacturing space.
Amazing. So business turnaround is also an incredible space, and I think we're talking stress in this segment. And I mean, to turn business around in this time is something that I think a lot of people are needing to look at doing. What have you noticed pre and post COVID, the old and the new normal? Yeah. What has come through for you?
Yeah, I must have noticed that some people have taken the bull by the horns, recognized that there's opportunities abounding because of the challenges facing us. Others have steered away from opportunities, I suppose, out of conservatorship and sort of being risk averse, which is fully understandable. But I've definitely noticed that there's some people really fighting for opportunities and some who are very cautious. You can see it in terms of everyday trade or opening up a new account or even being opening up to new areas of operation and so on. Quite a sort of conservative time at this moment, which is related to the risks of the time.
Do you know what I find very interesting? And I often think outside the box. And, we've never lived in certain times. Mm-hmm. The very first second you walked out your front door to your motor vehicle, at any time in your life, you were living in uncertain times. You never knew if you'd walk back in, but there was this sort of delusion around you that you might.
Yeah.
And now there's more of an awareness of that.
Yes.
So in closing, what would you say around that dynamic?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's a matter of age, potentially, that there's a sense of security that we have as we're younger. And as we grow, we learn to realize more of the risks that are around us. And so personally, I've wished that I took the entrepreneurial leap earlier on, because the learning that's come from it has been, really great. It's also managed to hone a lot of my legal skills. I wouldn't say perfect them, but definitely find a perfect application for them in business. So formal education is helpful, was helpful to me to manage some of the risks and so on.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us on our show today. It was really amazing to get your insights.
Thank you, Tanya. Thanks for having me.